Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about method resolution order in multiple inheritance. We would like to write a program that demonstrates method resolution order using multiple inheritance. Imagine that we are having class A, one function is called show, and whenever this function is called, the class A message is shown in the output. Then we are having a class B inheriting from A, and it shows, it has a show function again, and it prints class B whenever this show function is called. Then we are having a class C, again inheriting from A, and it has the same name function again, and it prints class C in the output whenever it is called. Finally, we are having a class called D that inherits from both B and C. So it's a multiple inheritance for this one. Then we are having a keyword pass. So we don't want to do anything in the class. In order to say that to Python, we write down the pass keyword. Just do nothing inside D. Then we are creating an object from the class D here. Okay, here is my object called D from the D class. Then I call the function show. And we see that we have no function called show in the D class. Now, you think that which one of these show functions are printed in the output? So when I run this code, we see that class B is printed in the output. So this function show is called. When I call the show function using the object of the class D, because D has no function called show, this function is called class B. And why not class C? And why not class A? So here is the logic. The class D inherits from B and C, and Python follows method resolution order using the linearization, okay? So we are going to go from left to right rule. Therefore, D inherits from B and C. And Python looks for the function show in D, and D doesn't define it, so D doesn't have it, and we wrote that pass, just do nothing in D. Therefore, it follows the method resolution order, which is this one. So this is D. It checks for the function show. It does not find it. So it goes for B. It goes for class B. Then it goes for class C. Then it goes for class A. Okay, so and because the function follows the method resolution order, from left to right, a rule is defined in Python. So left to right priority, let's say. Here, because first it inherits from B and then C, so class D has the show function? No, it does not have it. So it follows this left to right priority. It checks the class B. Class B, does it have the show function? Yes, it has. So it is the first time that it finds the show function, and it is inside the class B. So it executes this show function that is going to help us to print class B message. Let me illustrate it one more time. So Python follows the method resolution order. It means that from depth to first or from left to right rule. So from left to right has priority. First, we are creating an object of the class D, and we call the show function. So the Python starts searching in class D to see if it finds a function called show in class D. And we have no function called show. Therefore, it is going to go for class B because it's on the left side. It is more on the left compared to C. So it is going to go to class B, and then C, and then A. Okay? B, then C, and then A. Okay? So it checks to see if it finds anything in class B that has a function called show. So it checks class B, it sees that, okay, there is a function called show, and it prints the class B because it calls this function. And then the program is terminated. So I type down the method resolution order steps here using this line so you can see it in the output. So when I run the code, we see the class B message in the output. Then we see this is how Python goes. So it starts from class D, then goes to class B, then goes to class C, and finally goes to class A, exactly as we explained here. So from left to right. One more time. We start from class D, we find the show function. No, we don't find it. So we go for the next class, then next class, and then next class. So after D, we go for B, C, and A. But when checking the class B, we see that there is a function called show. Therefore, we are going to call that function, and when that function is called, the class B message is shown in the output. This is how actually this program works and this program executed. This is called method resolution order in Python. Thank you for watching.